waiting for his opportunity. Maybe we will see a big hammer across the field, maybe not. Just still a handler movement. Very nice moving offense from the Guayota side. But Alba's defense is right there. They're running with them, leaving a couple of guys open to give them a false hope. But it seems like they broke the zone. And will Guayota manage to score it now on the brick side? And up the line, no, doesn't take it. And that's a point.
Yeah, you've got to give it to Guayota there for the patience, working it around.
Miguel with the second point of this game. Number 24.
Yeah, Perez getting it in there.
But yeah, as you said, Guayota's patience was really paying off. Not a rushed throw, just waiting for the opportunities, make the zone run, make them get tired, and just use everything what they give.
Great example of the patience there, right on the end zone line. Player looks into the end zone, and he looked like he got an open cut to throw at, but he just said, no, we're not going to rush this, we're not going to make mistakes. Took the time, second cut came through, scored the point.
To be honest, what I saw, I thought the first cut was much safer option than the second one, but hey, if it works, it ain't broken. So the game is even 2-2. Oh, we got a game here, Tom.
Hey, it's a very, very exciting. Beautiful weather out here in Brugge. We're at Tom's Tourney. Didzis Maldaris alongside myself, Tom Styles, and enjoying having a new voice behind the microphone. If you're enjoying Didzis's work, please drop a comment.
It's always nice to do something for the community when I'm not playing, either on Salisbury's side or on Mooncatcher's side this year, to do something for the community. And the deep shot goes up, and that's a point. Whoa, Andrew with a point, and that's a quick offense for Alba's side, 3-2.
Yeah, legendary deep player, Andrew Dick, going strong, and Disc finds him. See, we've got that assist. Andrew Boxall with the assist. Comes from quite deep, doesn't it? Boxall coming underneath. And look straight away. Dickers sprinting long. Had a bit of pressure, but Disc was arcing beautifully into his path. That's the sort of disc a receiver dreams of, isn't it?
It's like the thrower wrapped the candy out of the paper and just put it in his mouth. It's just like the cherry on top of the cake throw. Wow, but defense, as you said, was there. Quite tough catch, but wow. That's how their offense goes. So far, I believe Alba's offense is 100%.
Yeah, no turnovers from Alba at all. Only the one turnover from Guayota, which is the
only break we had.
Only break, yeah. So very, very clean game from these two teams. Guayota from Tenerife, Alba from Scotland in the UK. Alba in the white, pulling now.
Let's see if Alba will set up the zone once again, but this trails out of the bounds, so we're going to start on a break mark. I believe those are like 15 meters away from the end zone, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 100% correct.
So let's see. Previously they had the zone, but it seems like they're setting up the zone anyways, so this could be dangerous for Alba's side. Open undercut, up the line. Faking pretty well the cup, making them move. Swings around, big swing. And it seems like they're switched up to men's. All right, quick double team. Doesn't matter, swinging around. All right, thank you. Looking for options. Doesn't like it, shakes his head, swings it. A bit of a mess from Alba on the defense, but a pick call. Stack is pretty much on the place on the Guayota side. No one is moving. They're just waiting for the handlers to set up the cuts, and let's see. Should be a setup play from this position.
Yeah, it looks like Alberto in the 91 shirt doing a lot of work out there. There are actually two 91 shirts on field, so one of them's Alberto.
Oh, really? Two 91s?
There's two 91s on the field, and there's also 94, who's conveniently for us is also called Alberto.
Oh,
so
I thought on the Guayota side previously I was going through the names, and there are three Alejandros.
Sorry, I'm looking at the last name.
Oh, on the last name.
Yeah,
I was going by the names, and three Alejandros. Yeah. Okay. So if I don't know the name, but I say Alejandro, there's a high chance that I will hit it. All right.
Sergio Ortega, the throws into space, and it's nicely picked off by Ian Tate.
Ian Tate with a big interception. Let's see if they can go up by a break. Ian, bookend. Oh no, doesn't reach it. I think he gave everything what he had, but a bit of a too much of an effort from the thrower.
He's a big man coming from up high, and this surface, I don't know if we talked about the field, but it is dry and hard out there. It was a little bit slick earlier on with the dew, but that's dried up now, and this is a field that will hurt if you lay out on it. So understandable that Tate didn't go for the super boosters and go for a grab there.
Either way, this is gonna leave a mark on his body going out for these ones. All right, seems like they almost started to play from the zone, but this shouldn't stop the play by the rules, but okay, this can. One of their man handlers, one of the number 91s, still don't like the options. Easy dump pass, but it seems like a foul call on the throw. Or, let's see. A hand signals would be a bit better from the guys, but I guess we're not complaining, right? Let's see, quick conversation. Nobody will pick up the hat. Number 15 with the disc. At least on the shorts, but on the back probably there's a different number. Doesn't match with what I have. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pick. Another pick call.
Pick call is getting a little tense out here with both these sides. The defense is strong. The physical size matchups seem to be favoring the Scots. Squeezing through tight margins. Always going to get a bit of contact, but a few picks. So hopefully we can keep the game flowing. It's been a beautiful game to watch so far.
All right, so yeah, let's see about those picks, because again, another foul, but it's understandable. It's a 1-point game. If Guayota scores, it's even game. So I understand why they're making like these calls go through, because if you call them, started already at the start of the game. So interesting game we're having here. A bit of a win for both teams. I think Guayota is more comfortable with the win, apparently, but both teams are not shy of shotting it deep. So let's see.
If you were brought up playing Ultimate in Scotland, then you know how to play in the wind.
Seems like these guys are having no problems with the wind, but to be honest, I haven't seen a deep shot from Guayota yet. They're patiently going through Alba's defense, so yeah. Very smart. High release. What a layout D.
Huge
wow.
Block, getting very horizontal there. It's the 24 shirt of Chris Habgood, gets the block for Alba.
Wow. The thrower thought about the high release, went for it, and immediately regretted it. Will he lay it? Oh no, what a bid, but doesn't reach it.
Tate with another flying bid, picks himself up off this hard ground. The shot was from Giorgio Cabrera. A little bit too much candy, a little bit too much pepper on that throw. A little bit too much low, no touch, no hang for Tate to throw himself at.
Shout out to the big fella for going for it. Previously, he didn't quite lay out for it, but this time full extension. I think he's not very pleased with his teammates at this point, but you can see he's a bit shaking it off, but we got a foul call on the thrower, on the mark, so seems like coming on zero, right on the corner, up the middle, shoots it deep, first deep shot from the Guayota side, and it's yeah,
just caught the wind behind, didn't it? It's
a bit of a wind.
Yeah, accelerated. The wind's coming slightly from over our left shoulder, so away from the camera and towards that right-hand end zone, and just caught the underside of the disc, lifted it and accelerated it away from the receiver.
How many turnovers, Tom, we have on this point?
So there's been 3 in this point so far, as far as
3 turnovers. Wow, yeah. The longest point, but I wouldn't be surprised if after the turn Guayota decides to take a timeout, because it's their offense. But if Alba will central the disc in the midfield and then take a timeout, I would say it's a good one as well. So let's see if they will pick the timeout or not. It seems like a set play, some split stack action. Will they shoot it deep? It seems like number 24 could be their matchup, or the tall guy Ian once again. Doesn't choose the option. Up the middle. A lot of poaching from Guayota's side. Unguarded players on Alba's side.
Yeah, lots of unguarded players, and Tate using his deep threat to make sure he was completely open underneath. Nugent with it now.
You can definitely feel that the point is already building up. 3 turnovers, or even 4. So the players are tired. You can already see it on defense. But we got Alba right on the doorstep. Will they go for a cheeky throw? Oh, what the inside shot for a break.
Chris Habgood finding the fine margins, and Jack Hughes sprinting free on the break side to accept the disc gratefully. And another break. That's 2 breaks up for Alba now.
Wow, 4-2 up. This point showed which team wanted it more. And Guayota, they have to step up now. Trailing now. We already have played pretty much like 20 minutes, something like that, right?
Yes, just coming up to 20 minutes, 19.
6 points
minutes.
in 20 minutes.
Yeah, 4-2 is the score. I'm just going to update the score for us over on the far sideline there.
All right, so after this tough point, I wouldn't be surprised to see Alba putting a zone once again on Guayota's side and make them run. But it seems like Alba with some fresh force, not their typical O-line. So it seems like they're putting their D-line on the field to get the point, because O-line was running 3 turnovers on the previous time. Should be interesting to see what defense can do against the Alba's defense.
Yeah, it's 5 turnovers in the 1 point, and we'd only have 1 up until that point.
Exactly.
So really changed the game, a lot of pressure, and Alba eventually victorious in that battle, but will they be victorious in the game overall?
But the wind have picked up a bit. I can feel it from the commentary booth. So let's see. Guayota have the disc near their end zone, and it is a zone from the Alba side, as I thought. We'll see if they will try to break it.
It seems to have gone to 1-on-1 now.
It seems like on the deep side it is a zone, but on the handler side it's one like man-to-man.
Okay.
But yep, still Alba generates another turn. Gets a high five. And number 2, Johnny Shaw, will pick up the disc. Let's see if he will swing it to Andrew Warnock. Andrew Warnock up the line, gets it up. Will he go for the blade? Nope, back to Johnny Shaw. Wow.
Now what's going to happen here? Because he had the disc in his hand, there was contact on his back. Is he going to call a foul? I think
he called an injury.
He's called an injury.
But it is a turnover. He showed the turnover. All right, great sprint from number 83.
Let's have a look at that replay. So,
as you can see, he touched the disc, but when he was landing, he lost the control of it. So it should be a turnover, but it seems like there's a stall out on the mark or some calls there.
My question is this. Was there contact between him catching the disc and him hitting the floor? So was it a ground strip, or was there contact on his back or his arm or his feet that maybe distracted? And would that not count as a strip? Would that count as a foul at that point? It's really hard to tell, and the slow-mo is not going to help us, I don't think.
Well, it is hard to say on these plays. Truly depends on the people, depends on what kind of level you're playing, but we will get back to it. A floaty one. Big grab for a 3rd break in a row. It's 5-2, Alba leading.
Yeah, and the second point for Andrew Dick, picking it out of the sky. He's got the aerial presence above the Guayota defense, and they are looking in the driving seat now. 5-2 they lead.
5-2, wow. Unexpected turnaround after like first 5 points. We had 1 turnover. The game was looking smooth, but the wind have picked up, and it seems like Alba side is having problems to go through the zone.
Yeah, they are struggling to make way, and I think the physical differences between these two teams, particularly some of the bigger players for Alba, there doesn't seem to be quite the same height available for Guayota And also, there's some of these Alba boys, they're looking in great shape.
True, it's pretty nice to see they're running without any defender near them. And as I mentioned previously, you can't teach tall, so for Alba side, the height is definitely an issue at the moment, especially with this wind just blowing the disc directly up in the air. What a big pull. Let's see if it will stay in bounds.
Well, that's caught the breeze, and it lands on the line.
I think it went out of bounds, and they're calling a
break.
Or not. No, they're calling a break. Because if it lands on the line, by the rules, line is the part of the out.
Yeah.
So even if it touched the cone, it should be out. But all right, break mark. Oh, doesn't look good for Guayota side. Still finds an open man, but immediately, literally below the knees.
There's a hard disc to catch. Ricardo Ravello trying to get his hands down to that disc, but it's a little bit too low for him. The wind has really picked up in the last 10 minutes, did this?
Yeah, it's definitely playing a big role in this. You can't teach big on that play. Wow, Alba just bullying Guayota at this moment. Let's see, swinging around, probably an easy pass. Inside shot, breaks the mark. And that's an easy break, 6-2.
Callum Easton in the driving seat, but the whole Alba team will be patting themselves on the back. That was straight out the textbook, wasn't it? We dump, we reset, we swing to the break side, we score the points.
Exactly. Just swing it around, find an open cut, and once you break the mark, it's pretty much lights out. And did they call a timeout?
Yeah, I think there's been a timeout called.
It seems like a timeout would be a great moment. 6-2. It's like the half of the game could be over. All right, so I hope we will have a whole new game for the last 30 minutes.
It's great to be out here watching this open division action. Please do stay with us all weekend to see some of the replays here. Watch this reset. Phil Webb. It's that inside break. Callum Easton opens up the arm and cutting freely. There was two Alba players there. I don't know which of the players. Was that Cameron Agnew?
No idea, but
No.
once you break the mark, you can see on the live stream there's nothing you can do on defense. You just could watch like, oh no, who did this?
Yeah, it was working nicely. And so just while we've got a moment while the timeout's going on, Tom's Tourney back again after 2 years hiatus because of the pandemic, and it's fantastic to be back for this elite level European Ultimate tournament. Didzis, you're joining us in the commentary box after playing most of your Ultimate in Latvia for Salaspils.
Yeah.
People have watched that team and been excited to watch. Such an exciting team to watch, by the way. Great to have you in the commentary box. When you're playing in Cincinnati this year with Mooncatchers as well.
Yeah, that's the plan. Go to the Cincinnati, help the Mooncatchers to secure the gold.
And just tell us a little bit about the team that are coming together. Mooncatchers is a team from Brussels. Just tell us a little bit about that experience, what it's been like for you.
To be honest, I already made friends on my first ever tournament outside of Latvia with the Mooncatchers. I think we played EUCF game for the 3rd place against them, and we won on the Universe, so I've been friends with them since then, and we already been talking about playing together, and this is finally our chance. And the pull goes out of bounds, so Alba will take another brick.
Looked like a sweet pull, but it just kept on cruising.
Should be interesting if after the timeout Alba will manage to break the break train. 3 breaks in a row. In total, 4 points on Alba's side.
Yeah, Guayota in the brown shirts from the team from Tenerife, trying to get back on the board here.
Oh, it seems like no more zone from Alba's side. So, a bit of a surprise. What an effort on defense.
Yeah, Ross Nugent absolutely flying at that disc. Didn't get there quite, but lets them know that there's a pressure building.
Another big effort. You can definitely feel Alba wants to get those breaks, and Guayota is struggling.
Johnny Shaw with the bid that second time around.
That was a bit dangerous, but worked out fine. I saw a little bit of shoving as well. Players are talking about it now. Physical game, but it's men's division. Whew, intense, intense. I can feel intensity here.
From up in the booth.
Yeah. It's crazy because I'm used to be on the sideline and yell and help the guys on the field, and now to be here and try to do it much calmer way. Sometimes I get a bit of an adrenaline rush as well. It's like amazing to watch.
It's great stuff. Phil Webb and his Guayota counterpart, whose shirt number I can't see, just having a conversation.
Shouldn't be that long of a conversation, but a contested foul, it seems like, from the hand signal. So stall count should be 0. Right on the doorstep, Guayota. Wind is again picking up and up the line. Wow.
Yeah, celebrating and turned around and gave Ross Nugent the eyes there, didn't he? He was unhappy with the contact that Nugent was giving as he came in, but shrugged it all off. Let's watch the replay of that again and see if this had been you running in, did this, would you have been happy with this amount of contact? I mean, I know you're saying this is a competitive game, but still,
well, with that kind of contact, I wouldn't be that big of a fan, but sometimes, you know, it's just the situation of the game. I try not to let my emotions to ruin everything, but let's see, because there was a little bit of shoving. Literally through the elbow to elbow. It was a close one, but
yeah,
that first step you get over your defender, it's like so crucial, a body position.
Yeah, real determination from the Guayota, sprinting into that front corner.
If see on the stat sheet, Guayota, Alba side have spread in the points so evenly.
Yes.
Everyone is getting a touch and a point, so it's nice to see that team is not using 1 or 2 players only, but everyone is getting their part. Defenses, blocks, assists. It's nice to see.
I think we are struggling a little bit to give the stats appropriately for Guayota because their roster bears no resemblance to the shirts on their backs. I think is the problem that we're having. And our statistician, Michael Paul, who's been commentating, or taking it in turns to do a bit of stats this weekend. In the back corner, it's Alba now.
All right, Alba in a tough position, but an easy pass up the line. Finds an open man. Will they go deep? Nope. Once again up the line, number 21. Will he go for it? Shoots it deep. And that's an easy point for Alba, moving up 7-3.
Andrew Dick with the assist this time. I think he's had a couple of points in the end zone, but showing he's good either end of the disc.
All right, Alba looks like a wrecking force, to be honest. Alba was seeded, I believe, number 7th, and Guayota was seed number like 17, if I remember correctly, watching before the games throughout the seeds, and you can definitely see why that's why the result is it like it is, 7-3.
So last year at UK Nationals did this. The big story of the tournament wasn't really the final, it was the semi-final, and the semi-final was Alba, this team right here, playing against Chevron Action Flash, and it went to sudden death, and Alba lost, and they were gutted, and Chevron had nothing left in the tank to put against Clapham. Clapham walked away with another national championships, but this is a great team, and they're, you know, very, very close to being the second best team in the UK. So do not underestimate the Scots. They're in great form, working as a good unit as well.
They're definitely showing a good pressure, especially previously with the zone and now just a hard man-to-man defense. Let's see if Guayota can manage to keep the disc moving. So far, so good. Cross the... Oh, a hand block! Wow, number 22, Colin Stone. Boom! Sends it home!
Yeah, Easton started the block and Gregory Stewart finished it off, made sure that disc finished on the ground. And it's another chance, Johnny Shaw now with it for Alba.
All right. That was big. Big time, D. All right. We got number 10, Ross Nugent. Once again with the disc. Will he send it? Just an easy swing to number 92. Bladey throw, can't teach stall. Oh, a bit of a butterfinger there.
Stuart Jinks not able to quite contain that disc. It came in. He had time to catch that though. He had
all day. Crazy stuff is happening. But okay, Alba is giving Guayota a chance to squeeze the margin a bit tinier. The game is ticking out. We're already 30 plus minutes into the game. So let's see.
It was only Alba's third turnover of the game. The O-line haven't turned over at all, and the D-line have only, that was the third turnover for the D-line.
Pretty clean game. Wow. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Callahan in this game, but Alba managed to find a deep shot, but will he get it? Big layout.
Oh, Guayota was chasing that down. I think that's Alberto putting on the afterburners, but couldn't quite make it.
Wow, I'm actually surprised he gave all this effort not to try to lay out for it, especially game this still in a reach. But okay, let's see if they can get it back. Alba on their own end zone, quick high release, up the middle, give and go action, and shoots it deep. And a missed throw, wow.
Yes, Stuart Jinks again the target. This time I think it was it Johnny Shaw providing, well, a disc. No one wants to have the disc coming over your shoulder, especially when they just started the undercut.
Well, both teams can definitely feel the game going longer. A lot of turnovers lately, so it seems like a lot of running. This will definitely come through the power instead of some tactics soon. But okay, Guayota. They're trying to go deep as well now, not like the start of the game. Trying to overthrow the zone, let's go. Up the line, and continuation, hammer! All day, Alba, what? That was amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tom's Tourney. Follow, subscribe, and share this.
Ravello opens up with that big crossfield put, tries to milk it in with the feet, and then while he's on the floor, just casually flicks it up into the end zone. Goal for Guayota. They steady the ship after 2 turnovers apiece in a pretty messy point.
Wow, Guayota finding their deep shots. I said previously the wind is not a problem for them, so I think this could easily swing back to Guayota's side as well with this win. But as you said, Alba, one of the top British teams out here, definitely showing that they're tall, athletic against the quick, crafty Spanish players. As you saw in the last play, that crafty pass in end zone was something else. You can't teach that in a typical Frisbee school.
No, that was just being alert, you know. Knew he had a moment where it was going to be available. I don't need to be on my feet. I can throw from down here.
Wow. You don't see such a throws that often. One of my teammates most likely would call a travel on that play, but it's either way amazing that it didn't happen. All right, Alba, quick inside shot. Will he go deep? Nope. I like how Alba is making a space for their cuts to go in, because they have a stack on the sideline and they're just going one by one into the open space. Very nice.
Yeah, creating space, creating options, and then exploiting
oh,
them.
Wow.
That was a miscommunication there. Turning back, Andrew Dick already going up the line, but the disc was already on its way, and it's a turnover. And that, I think, that's the first turnover that the Alba O-line has had all game.
And let's see if they will immediately shoot it deep. They have some poaching in end of their own zone from Alba side, but Guayota, as always, using the handlers to move the disc, reset the stall count, gain some yards. Oh, that lovely give and go. How can you hate it? If you're a defender, you absolutely hate it, but me, as a commentator, I absolutely love this disc movement. Quick inside dish, quick high release hammer maybe? Or the Spanish side don't go for hammers. All day basic, high grab, and ease. Whoa, they're calling it out.
Well, the Guayota players on the side immediately called it in. The Alba players in the field immediately called it out. I think it's going to be difficult for us, even with the replay. Let's have a look. There comes the shot. He got it super slow-mo. Hand on the disc. Foot. You can't tell a little bit. Second foot was definitely out. First foot looked like it could have been in.
From here as well, it looked pretty close, but it's a turnover. Good spirit from Alba's side. All right.
Yeah, Guayota giving up that disc. I think there was enough folks that immediately pointed out when he landed that.
But you can definitely feel the wind on that throw as well. What? Wow! But it was through his back.
Yeah, he did come across the shoulder there. Contact with the arm of Andrew Dick, and a contested block. Let's have a look at that replay again.
Well, the players are having a chat about it. A quick moment for you to drop a like, subscribe, maybe a comment which is your favorite player out of these fellas, or maybe who you're trying to see playing on here on the fields. If you want to say hi to someone in the chat, hi mom, hi everyone who's watching. Love you all. But back to the game, 7-4, Alba leading, up 3 points. So far, I don't know, we haven't had that many discussions, right, Tom?
No, it's been fairly clean. There was a couple of tense moments where the play has been discussed somewhat, but most of the action has been with the disc in hand and not with the difficult conversations.
Okay, but this goes back, so contested foul on this one. Stall count should be high, but a quick swing back resets the stall count. Oh, this is a Callahan country. If Alba could get it, that would be so big for them, but a deep shot goes up. Number 7 underneath it, John. Oh, what a grab was that from John. You can't teach that. Wow, Alba just skies everyone from Guayota's side and just ease it in.
John Stainsby rising like a salmon above two opposition players. Andrew Dick with a huge putt, which I think as he released it, he put his hands on his head like he wasn't sure if that was the option. And when it arrived, it didn't look like the option either. It looked like a block all day, but John Stainsby, he got wings.
John Stainsby literally climbed the ladder to reach that one. Literally over defender's head. Wow.
It's probably a good moment, is this, to just say thanks to some of the people that are supporting this broadcast. If you didn't know, Ulti TV does all the coverage around Europe, both here at Tom's Tourney, but also a whole load of EUF and WFDF tournaments, and some other tournaments as well. They were at Bologna Invite as well. And they do all of that with the support of patrons. So if you want to just put a little bit of money back towards the growth of Ultimate, you can do that. Christoph Breck, Steph, Martin Resnick, Sebastian Gemsheim, Daniel Gladys have all done that in the last month. And we've got to say a big thank you to Marcel Klinge, who made a very, very generous contribution towards Ulti TV on Patreon.
Oh, what a hammer, but a bit overthrown from Guayota's side. And it seems like Alba will try to seal the deal here with 9-4. We got like 18 minutes left, so. Oh, snap. We got Russ Nugent with a disc, swinging it back to number 22. Colum Stone. Back to Ross. Right on the line. What the effort from Guayota's side on defense, but wow. I think he even touched the disc afterwards on the swing throw. But the Ross looking for options. Doesn't want to swing.
Was that a high stall out? It's just a throwaway from Nugent, but I think the play had already stopped because of a pick further back. Yeah, there's quite a bit of contact out here on the field, and Nugent and Easton, the two handlers.
You can feel the tension in between the guys. They really won the battle, but they even go through the contact, but no one is like getting super emotional about it. That's super nice to see that the spirit of the game is quite high. But we got the Ross right on the doorstep, but there's another pick, but it seems like it's gonna be an injury call.
Oh, yeah.
The guy's limping off the field.
That's Ian Tate, who
Previously had a couple of big layout attempts.
Yeah, he's been throwing himself around, and that I hope that is just a knock that he's received and nothing more serious than that. But he was.
Ooh, Guayota side as well made a substitution during this injury call.
Always allowed. The opposition team are always allowed to take a substitution. They don't always do it, but it's they're clearly switched onto the tactics of the game.
All right, Alba back on their offense. Woo.
Easton's cuts are electrifying.
Colum Easton with an assist and such a big yell. What a celebration for Cameroon.
Cameron Agnew there with the second point of the game. He's had 2 assists as well. Stats leader for Alba.
Yeah, but he's the only one with 2 points in each category. In every single category, everyone has a 1. Almost everyone, so.
Yeah, it's been a very even distribution. The handling role certainly seems to, bulk of the handling seems to be taking place through Nugent and Easton, but they've moved it around through the whole Alba team. It's like I say, apologies for not being able to use too many of the names on Guayota. Their roster just doesn't really bear any resemblance to their shirt numbers, so we apologise to that. And guys, if you want to get your roster in order for the next tournament, we'll be able to use your names a bit more.
Yeah, definitely. If you want to have a high quality live stream, you got to do it correctly. Throw some facts as well in before the games to the commentators. If you want to say hi to your mom or friends, I know grandma who's watching, you're more than welcome. Just don't forget to press like, subscribe, and, you know, feel free to support us in any way you like, guys. Back to the action, Guayota. Close to the Callahan country. Ooh, Alba with some poachy, zony look on defense.
It's a very different look we've seen from Alba. They're trying a few things out. A lot of teams using this tournament here in Brugge at Tom's Tourney as a development opportunity for later in the year. The World Championships in Cincinnati coming up. And experimental defenses are the order of the day.
So far, what I have seen around the fields as well, a lot of teams are mixing up their usual lineups. Some teams have divided into the offense and defense to play. So, yeah, you can see a lot of interesting stuff the teams are trying for the Worlds. But Guayota is struggling to get out of their own end zone.
Yeah, it's a bit loose. It's a bit saggy, isn't it? Nothing too intense. Maybe that was, and it's been called as well. Andrew Cleary overstepping the mark, and a complaint from the Tenerife player.
It shouldn't be that hard for Guayota to just run 2 guys deep and just, you know, go for it. But hey, I guess they have a different game plan.
This is the basics of playing against the zone, isn't it? We create the space and then exploit the space. But they're not spreading anyone deep, so they don't have the space in the short field. They're pointing to where they want those throws. There's nothing over the top of the zone, and it's allowing Alba to crush the space out, even though they're not like tight markers. It's a big disc goes up.
And let's see if number 22 will get it. And that's an easy point. Made the cup run on the defense for a couple of minutes and then just immediate deep shot right on the money. 9-5. 9-5. Huh.
I think it's Oscar Betancourt who's brought the disc down in the end zone there.
To be honest, if I'm Guayota's side, I'm not giving up. We still got like 13 minutes. It's a 4-point game.
Yes, they could turn this around, but they need to step up on D, and that's the thing. Alba's offense have only turned over once the entire game. So I think unless they can change that, Guayota are going to struggle here. They want to finish strong. They want to finish as strong as they can, but they've only managed to take the disc off this Alba O-line just once in the game.
Well, there is a difference if the Alba's offense have had only 1 turnover. Guayota's offense have had 9 turnovers. That's crucial.
Yeah, efficiency for both these teams has been, for both lines on Alba has been pretty good. Alba's D-line have scored 5 out of the 6 chances they've had. 5 of the 6 points where they had the disc, they've scored it. So they'll be pleased walking away with some of the stats. Maybe not with how they got those stats. It's been a bit messy in places, but they got the result in the end.
But the game is a bit messy. It's like a pretty physical game, so quite interesting. Alba, once again already at the half of the field. A quick high release, like a disc golf throw even. You can see some players are practicing disc golf on their free time. Alba on doorstep, looking for that bladey throw. Nah, decides to swing it. Keep swinging it. Inside throw, but the pick will send it back.
Cameron Agnew doing a lot of work in front of the end zone there with Andrew Boxall. He was going every other for a while. Wipes the hands.
Cameroon with the disc already with 1 goal and 2 assists. Will he get his 3rd assist of this match?
He had the perfect shot there with that inside break, but no, it's a miscalculation. It's a pick.
It seems like a violation call.
Violation call, right? Okay.
By the hand signals, because if the game starts when you're not ready, you're allowed to call violation, and this should go back. But it is a bit of a tricky call. Sometimes I'm thinking about calling it, and then I'm like, well, it's kind of my bad as well. But it seems like this will go back as a violation. So stall count should be 0 again.
One of the most impressive kick discs we've seen in a while there. He really nailed that one.
Well, you can definitely practice some of those, but nope, it stays as a turnover. Good spirit.
Yeah, that feels like the right outcome. The throw and the cut, they didn't connect, and they were never going to connect. And more contact has been made. Again, Andrew Dick in the middle of the call, being in the middle of the field. Was he saying a foot stamp there? The body language did this?
Yeah, it seems like there's a small language barrier, and the Guayota side is a bit mad that the other guy is trying to body block him, at least what I'm seeing, but a contested foul.
Let's watch.
Stall count should be 0.
Yeah, let's watch that play in the middle of the field, that contest there.
You can feel like Guayota wants to play, but the Alba's defense, the physicality is a bit too much for the Spanish side.
That was the contest there, the big layout from Andrew Dick. Doesn't manage to get the contact he wanted.
Defense doing a pretty good job slowing the Guayota's offense there, and immediately when I say they get it back, looking for a big swing.
Andrew Boxall grabbing the disc out of space.
Okay.
And it gets it back.
Oh, that's all day. And that's Miguel Perez with his 3rd goal of the game.
Yeah, he's been very effective for Guayota. But yeah, massive respect to Guayota there, facing up against some really intense defensive pressure. And is that their first? That's their first break of the game. We did say what they needed to do is take the disc off Alba and then score it in, and that is exactly what they've done. Fair play.
And we got like 12 minutes remaining, and that's a 3-point game.
You think they've got it? You think they can do this? Can they
Why
come
not?
back into it?
Like if Alba will try to go for a deep shot and they get it, like the Guayota gets the defense, I don't see why not. But it's a super crucial point for Guayota. It seems like there's a timeout call on one of the sides, so let's see what Guayota will put on the defense. They can feel it. They got it. Should be interesting. So what do you think, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat? Is there a possibility to get a comeback here in the Tom's Tourney, 2nd game of the Open Division, or not? Yeah. What do you think? Am I capping here?
We've got some shout-outs coming in. Will Rowledge says number 10, Ross Nugent for MVP. I think he's had a pretty damn good game. He's like a rubber band ball of muscle with 2 legs, isn't he? He's so built. And
you can feel his presence on defense as well. He's always there with his actions, so shout out to him, definitely.
Yeah, Laura Greca also shouting out number 9, Warnock, for another colleague watching at home, and Ali and James watching in the office boardroom. That's what big projector screens are for in your office boardroom. Get the live ultimate from Tom's Tourney on there. Ali Thomas, thanks for tuning in, one of our co-commentators watching from home.
What a way to spend your Friday, just sitting at work, watching Tom's Tourney, listening to Tom Styles, Didzy Smalderis, enjoying the game here. And Guayota will launch the pull to Alba's side. Big pull up. Let's see what Guayota talked on their timeout. What they're gonna do on defense, how they're planning to stop Alba. Whoo! Johnny Stainsby, previously with the disc, immediately deep shot. Oh, this will be contested. And, ooh, what a big grab by Guayota.
Yeah, Betancourt reading that better, accelerating towards the disc, and
a travel call comes into the play. A eighth man of the field.
Yeah, Andrew Dick there was the receiver, and when the disc came up, he was unsighted of it. He knew it was coming, but didn't adjust. And Oscar Betancourt accelerated towards it, and despite the height difference, he got there first and took it down. So that's another turnover for this Alba O-line, as Boris from Tom's Tourney has come and given us a massive umbrella to cover us here in the commentary booth. And for that, we are very grateful, because it was getting warm as.
To be honest, this long conversation is not going in Alba's favor. I mean, Guayota's favor. It's like less than 5 minutes. They're trailing 3 points, and they're having these long conversations. To be honest, this is not looking well. But let's see if they can manage to quickly get a point. Already Guayota's sideline is shaking their heads. No need, they're saying, but immediate turnover in central field. Now let's see if the Alba could seal the deal right here. Nail the coffin. Boom. Up the line. And will he get it? Okay, it seems like Guayota in their timeout talked about what Alba is doing on their offenses, and they're right there.
It was Fraser Park was the player that disc was aimed at. He just seemed to have no knowledge of the fact that the disc was on its way.
Wow, what a fakes on the handler. Got him leaning. Man, give him a map. That almost dropped me out of my seat. Crazy, but another call. What was it? A travel call.
Travel
wow.
call back for in the end zone.
Wow. It's definitely not playing in Guayota's favor now. They should send it deep now to at least give them hope. It's like less than 4 minutes, right?
Yeah, they really need to get this scoreboard ticking, and they, I don't think Alba are trying to slow this game down. Guayota just need to crack on.
Well, either way, if I'm Alba and I'm getting a turnover, I'm shooting it deep. What an effort for Callahan, though, but Guayota in their end zone, just forced to give up passes there. I love that matchup of the previous guys. Going deep. Ooh, what a beautiful throw. Will he go for it? Give and go. Oh!
That was not, and he throws his hat off in disgust. Played so well. The number 79 shirt for Guayota, we don't have him on our roster, but he's had a great game. And that connection with Betancourt was about to result in a point, but just they couldn't make it happen.
Yeah, I guess, well, that will seal the deal as well, because if you're making such an easy mistakes, like, how can you expect to win the game? Wow, I'm just surprised about what just happened. I literally thought they had it, but let's see if Alba will send it deep again. I don't see a reason why not to work for them all game long. So will Guayota will be able to stop them. Nice defense, but still finds an open swing. Nobody's guarding him. Still give and go action. Floats it up, gets it high. Wow, I don't see a defense from Guayota anymore.
It does feel like they've dropped their energy level a little bit, and Alba are exploiting the spaces. Good fake there, gets himself free.
Wow, I love these fakes. Like, okay, interesting call. Calling a travel, but
Boxall's pivot, did you see a travel there?
I didn't see a travel, but I would say there was a more like a contact that he could call, or a foul. But a travel? Well, let's see what they would do. They will discuss, because apparently there's a language barrier.
Yeah, it's important to let both players have their say here. I just hope both players are listening to each other, because at this point in the game, you think that the overall context of the game has become a bigger factor in these calls than the individual action that happened there. From my view, it looked like Boxall had pivoted back, and the Guayota player had got his feet crossed and gone across his back, and should have just apologized and moved on rather than making a call, but no.
But since we previously talked about the turnovers, Alba's offense have had 2 turnovers and Guayota's offense have none.
Yeah, they've definitely tidied up their game a little bit and put a lot of pressure on. So Boxall again now flicking it back to Agnew.
Not sure if someone should tell them that there are only 2 minutes left, because some of these calls are definitely not working in their favor. But ooh, what a defense from Guayota side, rising up high.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Fair play to Boxall for avoiding the contact there. That could have been nasty if the 2 players had collided, but I think he was the sighted player and avoided any contact.
Yeah, it's always nice to not go into the dangerous play, just be like, all right, you got a position. Just, you know, take a step back. But talking about step back, shooting it, deep body position, but the butter fingers are still there. I can definitely sense that a bit of an oil on his fingertips from the breakfast.
He did everything right, didn't he? Brilliant boxing out, great position, and then just ran onto the disc and let it fall out of his hand.
It's $1 million move, $5 finish.
Did Sis Valderes from Salaspils in the commentary booth, and we're very lucky to have him here. We're appreciating the wise words and the youthful enthusiasm he's bringing to the microphone here from Tom's Tourney.
Hey, you can hear that stuff on the sideline a lot if you're on my team, so make sure if you want to team up with us, go ahead, DM us or something. But at this point, Alba is sealing the deal. 10-6. Wow.
Cameron Agnew in the end zone, catching that disc from Andrew Dick as the time clock ticks over. And I think that will be our lot. The hooter, I think, has gone during that point. So
I think someone should tell them, yeah, but we'll see. Either way, if they want to play, we gotta commentate.
Yeah, we'll cover it.
Yeah,
we'll
exactly.
But I think at this point, both teams are going to shake hands.
But this is a perfect point for you guys to drop us a like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, make sure to let everybody know what you're doing on this Friday. What you're doing. Of course, you're watching Tom's Tourney if you're not here. If you're here and still watching, you're absolute legends. I can tell you that. But it seems like Boris signalized, gave us a signal.
I don't think they should be playing this point. I think it's the hooter when the point finished.
Let's see if Alba can manage to get the Callahan what they were wanting it whole game to seal the deal. Or Guayota will at least get their ego up, ego boost to get the offense. So Guayota on their end zone, quick handler movement as previous. Not that much connection in between the players. Some of the cuts are without any connection, eye connection. But still, it seems like Alba's defense already have shifted to the first gear again. But still with the first gear, they can get their defense.
Oh, the throw from Chris Howgood.
Wow, he will hear it from his teammates.
Yeah, little shoulder bump there. They're quite happy to take it into the end zone. Could this be the final point for Guayota? Yes, it's a misread from Callum Easton. He's had such a great game and didn't deserve to finish that. But that is game for Alba.
Wow, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this game with me. Didzy Smalderis, Tom Styles. We're here at the Windmill. Not at Windmill yet.
Well, not at Windmill. That's
not yet at
tournament.
Windmill, but at Tom's Tourney. See you later. Like, share, subscribe, and I love you, Mom.
For the fee, but we'll make ladders out of obstacles and stepping stones from roadblocks. Leap over the lines to say we won't cross. We'll shake hands like they're nothing. They won't see us coming. Scale all of the walls they built to hold us. We may be invisible, but we'll be unmistakable. We may be invisible. They may be blind.